Before we begin, we'll have to apologize for being in the dark. I'll probably get up and turn the light on momentarily, but I'm still in the same black mold hole. Uh, I want to preface this experience with the plain fact that I have made it clear that someone has intruded. I don't have a home, so you have to have intruded into my personal space, what we in America define as our personal space, in order to achieve bringing doubt on my property, which means you literally have to be in my mind to bring doubt on my property, which is how I can identify you because I don't talk to myself like that. That's how I can identify your intranet because I don't talk to myself like that. I don't say to myself, you can't do something because of something. I say I have a desire to do something that may require more than I'm capable of accomplishing on my own. So, that being said, when Tionna was murdered, because of who I am to others and who I desire to be to others forever, I I am required, I was required, and I shall be required to remove myself from the human experience of those around me in order to give those individuals access to a personal necessity of their own with my life. I understand it's my life and I have an emotional experience that I must have. But primarily, my life requires, if I want my life to be mine, my life requires that these individuals have their own experience with my life. And you can go and tell anybody about it, what you think. Now, most people have an opinion one way or another, but I want you to develop your own opinion. So when Tionna was murdered, and the father of Tionna was in the room with me and asked me to take who he knew me to be and speak life into what I knew was a dead Tionna, required me to go in his space. And I refused to do that because he has no more right to who I am than any other person does, even the stranger. You get to develop your own opinion about me without Tiana's father's making it up for you. But I got on the phone on his behalf as Zori. I was Zori then. I'm Zori now. And I'll be Zori when you change my name to Carolyn Brown and kill me. But you tell your story.
Tonight, a nationwide manhunt for the one-time chief of staff to former Mayor Hogan, ending in deadly gunfire in Tennessee. Roy McGrath on the run 3 weeks after skipping his trial on charges
No, I need only remind you that I did work despite my pursuit for my personal life. I did work in this economy for a purpose that included the entirety of my life. I did not work for a dead Tionna. I worked for a live Tionna to have a vibrant life. I did not work for a dead Tionna. Not the right to talk about a dead Tionna. I did not work for the right to go to the funeral of a dead Tionna. I did not work to investigate a dead Tionna. I did not work to get on the phone for the father of a dead Tionna. Many of you did. Many of you are.
This tornado watch that's all the way.
Right now.
For ending this school shooting that could have very easily taken more lives.
Metro Police!
Not knowing what I was walking into, I went through that door with purpose.
Kept walking towards the gun, the sound of gunfire.
Detective Sergeant Jeff Mathis, Detective Michael Colazzo, and Officer Rex Engelberg, who were first in the door, say they know that they're being compared favorably to law enforcement who respond to Florida and Uvalde, Texas.
Once we started hearing the first shots, that's when it kicked into overdrive for us.
Don't fuck with that fact. Go fuck with that fact. Don't fuck with it.
To this day, don't know how I did that morally, but training is what kicked in. We then proceeded continually toward the sounds of gunfire.
The cameras they were wearing were rolling on yet another day in America when they had to fire at 28-year-old Audrey Hale on the second floor of this Christian grade school. At this point, Hale had already killed 3 9-year-olds and 3 adult staff members.
11-month-old. Obviously, it's difficult. I will have this conversation with him when he is old enough and ready.
The officers say that once they took out the shooter, they then had to circle back and help some of the victims who they had to step over. We're learning tonight from a search warrant that police found a suicide note at the shooter's home. David, everyone grateful to.
You are a worthless, nothing ass faggot!